Soraya Bastian here, and you are watching Beyond Breath TV, the place to be to overcome your husband's infidelity and create a beautiful marriage. After infidelity, the thought of never being touched again kind of sounds alright. All I can say about that is, if you know, you know. Then there are random moments when all you want to do is be held, cuddled, smothered in your husband's touch. But confusion sets in. Is that what I'm supposed to do? You wonder. You think, if I let him touch me, am I letting him off the hook? And so you find yourself stalled, paused, unmoving. It's true. Bringing intimacy back into your marriage after infidelity kind of feels impossible. So today, that is exactly what I would like to speak to you about. First, I'm going to talk to you about the rights and wrongs of intimacy after infidelity. And then I'm going to share with you the exact steps to bring intimacy back into your marriage. I remember the confusion of discovery. As my world came crumbling down, I honestly didn't know where to begin to even pick up the pieces. I found myself an emotional wreck. Sometimes I was so angry at my husband, I screamed, I yelled, and threw things. And sometimes all I wanted him to do was hold me, touch me, and tell me everything was going to be okay. Back and forth I went from extreme hatred to extreme love, but I didn't know which action or step was right to take. When I was on the side of being angry, I hated it. The anger made me feel alone. The anger made me feel distant. The anger gave me a feeling of a closed heart. As much as I hated the feelings of anger, I felt like he deserved it. Like he asked for it by the decisions he made. And like I needed to treat him in this way to show him he hurt me, to prove my point, and to let him know his actions were not going to come without a consequence. But when I was on the side of love, I hated it. My desire to be close to him scared me. My need to be held by him felt empty. And my fear of getting close and being hurt again caused severe alarm. Both sides were prevalent there and in my face. And I felt like I had no control over them. I would ride the wild pendulum, oscillating from excessive hatred, hardening myself, isolating myself, to swinging to the opposite side and finding myself in an uncontrollable sob of relief as I would run into his arms and revel in being surrounded by the man I loved, only then to stiffen in fear. I would self-ridicule. What had I done? I've let him off the hook. Surely he will go out and repeat his actions of unfaithfulness. My weakness of wanting to be in his arms has now given him permission to go be in the arms of another. Swinging back to the side of anger, the whole scenario would play out over and over. You would think I was crazy, but like I said in the beginning, if you know, you know. I went to therapy. I read books on codependency, sexual addiction, betrayal trauma. I self-medicated through overworking and trying to be the perfect wife. But all of the information I was getting from different sources only seemed to confuse me more. I felt like when I thought I was doing things right, that it felt wrong. And no matter what, I just couldn't win. I know I'm not alone in these experiences. One, because you're here listening to this, and two, because I have received many correspondences from many individuals who have come to me with this exact problem. I remember an email I received from a man I didn't know. He admitted to me in his email that he had been unfaithful to his wife and that he hated himself for it. He said he attended the meetings, did his dailies, went to therapy, but no matter what he did, his wife became more and more distant. He mentioned that her therapist had suggested that she not be intimate with him in any way. In his email, he confessed to a recent transaction in a massage parlor. He said that the loneliness he experienced in his marriage was too much. And he hated that it resulted to that. But because of the lack of connection he was feeling with his wife, he was feeling more and more like a failure and wondering why he should even try. Now, I am not excusing this man in this email for his actions, and to be honest, he wasn't excusing himself either, as he admitted and took ownership. But this story is only one of many that I have heard over my years in this field. I received an application only a couple of weeks ago that said she and her husband seemed to be doing okay, but that her therapist suggested that she stop having sex with her husband. And in her desire to do things right in order to heal her marriage, obeyed. However, in her application, she said things had only gotten worse and that she was totally lost in how to move forward in her marriage. Are you here? Are you trying to navigate the rights and wrongs of bringing intimacy back into your marriage after infidelity? Well, if you just said yes, let me tell you a little secret. There is no right or wrong when it comes to bringing intimacy back. Now, when I was in the middle of this myself, I didn't understand that concept, probably because it wasn't offered to me. But looking back now, I hate the idea that my being intimate with my husband, whom I was trying to work a relationship out with, would somehow ruin the supposed perfect equation of what healing my marriage was supposed to look like. It just makes me sad. I visualize a tightrope walker carefully placing one foot in front of the other, cautious of every step because one misstep will screw up the entire thing. When it comes to bringing intimacy back into your marriage after infidelity, this is not the case. What fearing the rights and wrongs does is it makes you lose yourself completely. As you listen to others' opinions and others' guidance and dishonor yourself and continue to question your own intuition. The truth is there is no perfect equation to saving your marriage. And if you want to bring intimacy back into your marriage after infidelity, you need to learn how to navigate those moments all on your own. But Soraya, you might be thinking, how am I supposed to trust myself to know when I should step into that or not? Well, that, my friend, is a wonderful question. If you desire to bring intimacy back into your marriage, you have to learn how to trust yourself again. You have to learn how to navigate your own life by the intuition that you are innately gifted with. Do you want to know what the real problem is? After you experience infidelity, your body becomes infected with emotional trauma. Emotional trauma brings on severe hypervigilance and invites you to maintain a state of extreme alertness as if danger is lurking around every corner. This fear of danger can keep you living with the belief that there is a wrong and a right. By traversing that line perfectly, you will prevent any further harm. The anxiety in that, can you feel it? Studies have shown that when you're anxious, your decision-making skills suffer, which causes you to feel less confident, be less trusting of others, and keeps you from taking the most necessary steps forward. If you desire to bring back intimacy in your marriage after infidelity, you have to clear your emotional trauma. You have to rid yourself of the continual feeling that you, by somehow doing this perfectly, won't be hurt again. I know with every single ounce of you, you don't want to be hurt again. I feel that and honor that and know exactly what you're going through. But living your life in this way, swinging wildly to and fro, uncertain of decisions, depending on other people to guide your life for you, well, I would suggest that isn't just hurting you, it's harming you as well. Let's just take a little spin and recap what I spoke to you about today. 1, we talked about the rights and wrongs of bringing intimacy back into your marriage after infidelity. And my conclusion and offering to you is that there is no right or wrong way to do this. And in order to be able to trust what I just said that there is no wrong or right way. You have to learn how to trust yourself and learn how to navigate your life with the integrity of your own intuition. And that is done by clearing your emotional trauma. I know you want to finish the end of every day snuggled closely in the arms of the man you love. I know you want to feel safe and at peace in doing that. And I want to show you how, because it is very possible. But for now, I'm going to turn the time over to you. I have 3 questions for you today, and I'm hoping you'll answer them in the comments below. Number 1, please tell me all the different ways you have attempted to navigate bringing intimacy back into your relationship. 2, have you feared the right and wrong as you've tried to guide your way through this tricky situation? And 3, describe to me what it would feel like for you to be able to have the confidence, trust in yourself, and navigate through your own intuition how to bring that intimacy back. I truly am passionate about your success in this, and I can't wait to read your responses. After you comment, be sure to head over to sorayabastian.com and subscribe to become a Beyond Breath Insider. You'll gain instant access to an awesome training where I share the secrets to creating a marriage full of passion, intimacy, and excitement after your husband's infidelity, as well as some exclusive content, some special giveaways, and personal updates from me that I don't share anywhere else. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. Bye-bye.